Okay, so I just went short for the week on USD Canadian, and I'm just putting on my entries right now.
I got drunk off your demons. One sipping, I'm lovesick. Built a home, turned to ruins. Followed you into the night. Couldn't let you leave, watch you leave. Oh, nothing left, come daylight. Come daylight.
Okay, so another video, another recap. So this week I took on USD Canadian. I went short. Yeah, so I went for profit of 1.7. So yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm happy with it. So let me just make a recap to make sense out of why I took this trade. So the first thing that I'll do is go on the daily chart. So that's the first thing. Let's just head on to the daily chart to get the big picture of everything. Okay, so on the daily chart, so looking at the long-term movement, so really here it's USD Canadian has been in the moving in the downside for a long time, really, from about March, yeah, March there, and now we're in October. So yeah, so okay, let me just make it real fast. So first thing, since has been in a downtrend, you can see that the momentum was in the downside, moved to downside. So I'm sure it's still in the downside. Not really sure about that, but anything can happen. So okay, just you can see there, and yeah, okay, just duplicate this, and just duplicate it, and looks like a strong point or where it has been hidden multiple times. So really at the lower part, it's not really perfect because there's some breakouts that are occurring. So okay, and what I like to do, downtrends, okay, they go from up to down, but really looking at aspects, I really focus on also like the middle part, because most of the times in downtrend, even in uptrend, there's always gonna be a middle part where the market will likely bounce back up or some potential short pullback. Okay, so this is the one I was talking about. So you can see here, even here in the past, you can see that it came from here and went down and then just bounced back up there and then acted as a strong resistance and support there. So those are the things that I always look into key factors when I'm dealing with uptrends and downtrends. So okay, so now that I've done that, let me just jump into the 1 hour chart where I took the trade. Okay, so actually no, first of all, I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm sure I'm missing something. Let's just head back to the daily chart. So before I took the trade, I looked at it pretty well, and I was still looking for some confirmation to get involved in the trade. So what my eye caught was this. If you can see here, let me just draw some of this. Okay. All right, so I'll just bring this one over here like that. All right, okay, that one was good. That one was great. Okay, so what my eye caught was this. Okay, you can see here. Okay, and so now let me just bring in the big picture. Think we're done moving on the daily chart. We're just gonna focus on the 1 hour chart now. Okay. All right, so okay, so so after doing all my analytics, I saw something. This is what caught my eye mostly. As you can see here, it's not perfect, but yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, this is what caught my eye. USD Canadian moved here, and I remember taking a trade. I'm sure somewhere here. Okay, I'm not really sure, but yeah, but I took a trade on this one. I'm sure it's been in the previous video. I'm not sure, but I'm sure it's USD Canadian. So yeah, I saw this. I watched it for like a while now, And what my key level was here was really looking for the breakouts. Okay, so when the breakout occurred here, I never took the trade because the candlestick momentum to the downside was just really low, and I never wanted to get involved. So what I did was just wait for it to like show me a strong sign that it's willing to go to the downside really. So when this occurred, okay, when this occurred, I watched it. I remember this one. I was looking at the charts, and this is why everything just caught my eye. So, and this when this happened, it broke to the downside. Okay, I could have ended here, but I did not want to. Okay, there are more confirmation that I was waiting for. So what I did is waited. When this happened, it broke out to the upside. I waited and waited, and somewhere here, okay, there. That's why I decided like, okay, I need to get involved in this. Okay, so but I never just ended because of the way the market is trending. And oh, there are some more confirmations that I needed to get involved here. Okay, so the first thing was that I went to the daily chart. I saw the long-term movement, okay, the short-term movement really, because this thing just happened for the day. And yeah, so it just the short-term one candlestick. So I saw that one that USD is likely to go to the downside the next day. So that's when I started I'm doing all my analytics. So that was the first thing that I did. I jumped on the 1 hour chart and I saw this kind of like sideways, undecision happening here. And then when this broke out, okay, I never got involved because of the momentum, the strength. As you can see here, there's the strength of the candlestick here is different. You can see this long bearish candlestick. That's a sign that okay, it's willing to go even more down. But this one, yes, it broke up, but you can't just enter if you don't know. Okay, it depends with how you trade, because I trade through price action and candlestick pattern and stuff like that. So candlestick really play a big role in my system. So okay, so when this occurred, I waited for it. I drew a trend line here. You can see like something like a triangle-ish pattern, like a mini one. So when that broke out, and I got involved somewhere here. Okay, and that was saying that the other confirmation that I took up point to key to enter to confirm my trend that it's gonna go down. So the other one is if I bring on the 200 MA, let's bring out, okay, so that's the 200 MA, and if I bring out the 50 MA, okay, so as you can see here, the 50 is the dark one, and then the 200 MA is the red one. So as you can see here, the 200 MA is above the 200 MA is above the 50 MA, which is a confirmation that the momentum of the downside is really it's confirmed that the market is currently moving upon the downside. So as you can see here, this happened. It's 200 moving MA. I'm sure we all know that if the 50 MA is below the 200 MA, means it's a downtrend, and then if the 50 MA is above the 200 MA, means an uptrend. So that's how it is. So that was one of my confirmations I had to take into key, and it was just amazing to see this. And then the third one that I took into key, again, if I bring on the envelope indicator. Okay, so okay, I know it kind of looks like messy right now, but I'm used to it. Okay, so I can see through all this. Okay, so okay, so yeah, so this is the envelope indicator, as you can see here. Okay, so to just make it short into like simple system, so this, if it's inside, it usually trends in the inside of the envelope indicator. Okay, so as you can see here, if you look inside, if you focus, just forget about the outside of the envelope indicator, like the blue line. So if we focus on the, if we zoom in and then if we focus here, we can see this orange line. Okay, so this one can act as a 20 MA. So this is more like a 200 MA. So as you can see here, there are a lot of confirmation that I took into key right now, and it was just amazing how they all work together, because indicators usually you find that some are lagging, some this one says no, and the other one is opposing it. So this one was just amazing how they work together. So as you can see, the 200 MA is above the 50 MA, and then the 20 MA is below the 50 MA. I hope I've said it right. Okay, so to make it short, 200 MA is up, meaning the market is moving to the downside. 50 MA is below the 200 MA, another confirmation that the market is moving to the downside. And then to make it even more confirmative, okay, to make it even more, the 20 MA is below the 50 MA. So all this played into key, and it was just an amazing trend. So I took profit over there, and if you take a look at the long-term run, this is on the 1 hour chart. We already went on the daily chart. You saw how that all this move really was just one candlestick on the daily chart that occurred. So yeah, so I just wanted to make a recap about this again. Hopefully, yeah. So I think I've come to the end of the video. I've done everything that I had to say or do. So just to make it more clear. So yeah. So I always recommend that, okay, sometimes indicators may lag, but they're also good in confirmation. But the first thing that you have to do, as you can see here, first thing I started with price action indicators, and then I just went into I used indicators for like confirmation after I've done all my analytics. So I hope you found this video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment down below, and share the video to someone. And yeah, I hope you found it helpful. So and I'm done. So yeah, and I'll see you in the next video.